we are watching the entire Star Trek franchise for the first time. We finished Star Trek the original series, and now we are watching Star Trek the animated series. Today, we're watching Episode 8.
I know people are saying, like, oh, you know, it's not as good as the original show, but I'm just so happy to see these characters in a different medium and just see the aliens and the weird ideas. And hopefully it just keeps that train going. I know we sometimes disagree with our audience. Like, some people say, oh, this episode's whatever, and we end up loving it. So I hope that stigma of us not always agreeing with them continues, because I'm really liking this so far.
Absolutely. How many more hidden gems will we find that we really love? We'll see. But so far, don't want to jinx it, we haven't had an episode that we, like, thought was terrible or couldn't get through. Probably because they're 20 minutes, so...
Yeah, so it's done before you can have any bad thoughts about it.
But we'll see. Either good or bad. We'll see how it goes. Episode 8, we're going to get started right now.
We haven't seen the ship's intro in a while, so I'm going to try not to laugh, but I know I'm going to. I love it.
One of our patrons commented that they think the reason it's so odd is that, like, there's no perspective change or, like, anything with that particular shot. It literally just, like, zooms across.
Yeah, like it doesn't, yeah. So for that wrestling show I did, I came out to the season 3 theme with, like, the angelic voices. And, like, hitting the curtain, like, right after he says, where no man has gone before, and the crowd going nuts was, like, one of the coolest experiences ever.
That's awesome.
Because I wrestled twice, and the second time I came out, they knew, like, who I was. So, like, the second time got an even bigger reaction. It's crazy. It's so cool. So next year, you gotta come out as Spock. Or Bones.
I'll work on it. No idea what that says.
Magicks of Megas-tu.
I like the writer name, though, Larry Brody.
Scientists have theorized the center of the galaxy might still be creating new matter.
Have they theorized that? I've never heard that.
Yeah, like I've heard before, like, the universe is either still expanding or it could be shrinking also.
Oh.
Galaxy Center, Captain.
But apparently they're at the middle of it right now.
An extraordinary phenomenon, Captain.
You guys just flew right in it?
I mean, they say where no man has gone before. Are they literally the first people to ever be there?
Ooh, yeah.
Jim, Spock, what in the name of sanity is going on?
I'm glad they're consistent with Bones' character. What is this? What's going on? Ah!
Geez, Sulu's just knocked out.
Despite laying on the ground, they still sound pretty calm.
Yeah.
Strong man.
I wonder if the artists got mad anytime, like, the plot of the episode made them have to do new Enterprise, like, shots, like, you know what I mean? Like, oh.
I don't want to draw this again.
Yeah.
I don't want to draw new things. I just want to have the mouth go up and down. What?
Okay.
Where are we?
I love that pose.
Yeah. He always in deep thought and concentration.
At all times.
Apparently, the natural laws of our universe don't operate here, Captain.
I hope there's like a spoof somewhere where they recreate that shot with like live action. Not necessarily in Star Trek, but maybe like one of those like Star Trek parodies, like the Orville or something.
Oh, God.
Whoa, what?
Oh, okay. Dude's ripped.
Yeah, look at this guy.
I mean, I thought it was just going to be like one of those, you know, effects of space episodes. No, just...
Nope, just a Minotaur devil man.
I'll take it. Of course, Eric's was unfazed by the entire event.
He stole it from me.
Yeah, you didn't see him choking and falling over either. He was sitting the whole time.
He was just sitting there smiling.
Call me Lucien.
Oh, like Lucifer? Oh, finally got a new face.
Standing up.
When did he get over there?
The only thing that could shock Eric's.
You all right?
This guy.
Lucien.
Oh,
Do
God.
something. I find this all.
Did Bones
quite
get de-aged by 30 years?
Doctor.
Oh, yeah. Forbidden apple. Don't do it.
Stop in at your friendly sorcerer contractor. Let him do the work.
Sorcerer contract.
You know, I was pretty, like, bought in when they first got here. Like, oh, this is really cool. But now we've spent like a fifth of the episode with this exposition. It's like, can they do stuff now?
Why, I always liked you Earthlings so much.
It's like, okay, they had that zoom shot with his horns, so this guy's, and his name's Lucian,
You
so
must go.
this guy's the devil, right? I mean, that's what we're going with here.
It's like, I appreciate, I guess they're trying to do some type of backstory for them, but it's like, does it really matter? Like, we got 20 minutes.
Everyone on
Oh,
board
now they're
is all
back.
right?
They didn't even get to
Fine,
do
Captain,
anything.
But you,
Time to
that's
go.
enough.
What if that was the end?
So is it similar to like the Who Mourns for Adonis episode, where it's like it's a real life god or mythology, and they try to have a realistic explanation for it? Is that what they're going for?
Maybe, yeah. It was a little bit over my head, to be honest.
What is our danger
What are you?
if discovered by the rest of his
Is he?
Spock, do you honestly believe we can work magic too?
I will attempt to move a Vulcan chess piece magically.
What is Vulcan chess?
Power.
That's not the 3 layers,
Is that
is
the,
it?
is that the I mean, it looks different.
This does look different.
Get it, Spock. It won't work. It must
Come
work,
on,
Doctor.
No hope.
It is logical. Here.
In this incredible universe, it appears that belief is as potent a force as energy and matter are in our own.
It's all about manifestation.
Ooh, everyone's got
Come on, Sulu.
Come on, man.
Good luck.
Oh,
Protect yourselves. Is that all human beings ever think about?
yeah, basically.
Yeah, seriously.
It is the humans who shall suffer, and you, Lucian, who shall pay.
Is that George Takei?
It did sound like him, yeah, probably. I'm pretty sure they did not hire anybody new to voice anything. So.
Yeah, I think I saw someone comment that like 3 people like did all the voices besides the main character. Like that are the main characters. Did like 3 of them did like all the other voices as well. I'm having to Eric's see okay. What? Oh. Was the Enterprise just destroyed?
Yep, now we're on a farm. But I think that's actually pretty common for animated shows. Like,
Oh no.
like if you watch like Family Guy, you can tell when it's mostly all them doing the other voices
Oh,
too.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
probably just makes the most sense.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now they're in Salem for the witch trials for some reason.
Oh my god.
Looks towards
Man,
correctly.
that's the most yellow they've made them.
We are.
We're actually planning to take a trip to Salem in October this
Oh,
year.
really? Nice.
Once upon your world, I was known as Asmodeus, he who sees all.
I've heard that name before. I can't remember.
We came to
Asmodeus?
your
Yeah.
world as friends. Some humans would attempt to
Must be a
use
pretty
us to
cloudy
gain
day on Earth, it
power.
looks like.
Yeah. Geez. See that storm cloud in New York? Not storm
turned
cloud, but,
against
like
us.
the air.
Yeah, when it turned yellow.
Yeah, looked like Blade Runner.
Us devils. Those of us who survived came to the town of Salem in Massachusetts.
They're trying to retcon what the Salem witch trials were.
God damn.
Who will speak in defense of the Earth humans?
I will, Asmodeus.
I remember where I heard it from. There was this trend on TikTok where it showed like a bunch of cats, with, like different faces, and it would seem like a bunch of like god names, like Asmodeus, Beelzebub. Like, so that's what I remember it from. Not anything smart, from something dumb.
Next witness, please. Captain James T. Kirk. Tell the court,
I didn't think
please,
this would be the
Captain.
first time we'd go to court in this show.
Yeah, this episode has completely gone off the rails. First, it was like the Big Bang source of where the world is, and then it was the devil, and now we're at the Salem witch trials in court.
The records of the Enterprise are open for your inspection. All
Literally,
the history
everything
of
is
Earth
filmed.
And the Federation is at your disposal.
Pour through the hours of footage.
Citizens, you have heard, you have read. How do you vote?
Are we supposed to think that they just took all that in instantly? Is that what they're trying to get at?
With the loophole. Oh, here's the evidence. We're not going to play it for you, but there it
Your
is.
entry here was an accident, but Lucian must be punished.
No.
Would you defend him still if you knew he...
Don't spell it out for us.
Lucifer!
He's a living being, an intelligent life form.
Kirk's like,
That's
I don't
all
give a
we have to
damn.
know about him.
Mr. Benefit of the Doubt.
The hell was that?
The dodgeball.
Use the magic you know. Believe.
Oh, yeah.
Magic fight.
I can see why they saved this one for the animated series.
Cannot beat an entire planet, Captain Kirk.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't doubt him.
You're acting out of terror instead of out of thought.
or respect?
Ah, put it back on him.
Checkmate. There you go. Now leave.
You were prepared to die for Lucian? This last was a test of your intentions, Captain.
No, of course.
Oh, come on.
Your compassion.
Really need Kirk's head in
was
the
that
shot here.
proof, Captain.
A favorite all-earth custom of mine.
Oh, there you go. Kirk saves Satan.
That's how powerful and wise and passionate Kirk is. He's like, even, there's a chance even for the devil.
Man, that was weird.
That was really weird. Yeah, that whole thing was a trip. About half of it was an exposition dump, and the other half, things just kept happening. Like, oh, we're in the center of the universe. Oh, there's the devil. Oh, Salem witch trials. I'm like, slow down. But I don't know. I liked it. I like how I thought it was going into more of a religious type episode, but no, it's about the opposite of that. I think we're like, oh, maybe the devil was misunderstood or cast out, not like misunderstanding or whatever it was. And I don't know. I kind of like how they like retcon like real life things, like why the Salem trials, like what it actually was in this universe. Like, oh, that's kind of interesting. At the end, it's like, oh, it's another test. I'm like, oh god, that just hit like a bad flashback of other TOS episodes where it's like it's always a goddamn test for humanity. It's like enough. This ship specifically has gone through enough tests. There's been plenty of century-year-old smart super beings that have tested us. We're okay. But for some reason, we still keep finding more that want to keep testing us.
Yeah, I definitely was glad when Lucian showed up and all that started happening, because at the beginning I was like, this is an interesting premise with being at the center of the galaxy / universe with the Big Bang and the creation of matter, but I'm like, how much can we really get out of this if it's just like this space thing? So the fact that there actually ended up being characters introduced, I liked. A lot happened. It's cool that we got to see Kirk have a magic fight with this random entity dressed as a pilgrim. That was cool. And the whole Lucian thing was very weird, but it'll definitely be something that's memorable in terms of a character. I'll remember him for sure. So overall, yeah, it had a lot of redeeming things about it. It wasn't like the best episode, I would say, or anything like that so far, but I appreciate a lot of the little moments like that in there. And even though it was a weird, old-timey type of court, nonetheless, we still went to court.
We went back to court, yeah. And I also liked how what were they called? The Salem witch trial people? The people of Megan-tu? What were they called?
The Megans?
Yeah, the Megans. Like how they were willing to listen to Kirk's side, because they were cast out in court, probably weren't listened to, so they were willing to listen and flip their minds at the end. So
yeah, it was a good lesson. It's like, and thinking that a younger audience probably watching this when it was coming out, a good lesson. It was kind of a good way to like put the Salem witch trials in it without it being directly like like we've seen in the past, like, oh, it's the Salem witch trials. It's like they used it as an element, but they weren't trying to say that like they time traveled to that time or anything. It's like it was just this different entity or whatever.
Yeah, and I think it's also a good lesson that we're shown Lucian and we think he's like the enemy, but it's like, don't judge a book by its cover. You don't know the full story, and just get all the info, and don't be quick to judge.
But it does make me wonder, was he actually supposed to be Lucifer, or was the guy lying when he said that? Because that's kind of weird.
Yeah, was it like, I don't know, the Wizard of Oz, like the gobstopper guy, who was trying to steal steal the recipe for the gobstopper, and he went to all the kids. It's like, oh, if you give me the recipe, I'll give you $1 million or whatever. Was that like a twist on that, where it's like, oh, it's the devil? Oh,
you mean Willy Wonka?
Yeah, Willy Wonka.
Oh yeah,
What did I
you
say?
said Wizard of Oz.
Oh, damn it!
I was thinking, I'm like, wait, what?
Oh, because we just saw the Wizard of Oz in Battlestar. Yeah.
Yeah, you're talking about Slugworth?
Yeah, Slugworth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a twist on that type of thing where they throw that but Kirk's like, no. It's like, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, interesting episode. All right, well, what do you guys think of this one? I'm not going to even try to say the title, but did you guys like it? Let us know, and if it's your first time here, make sure to subscribe, check out all of Star Trek with us, become part of the target audience.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much for watching along with us. That's it. We're done.